So, good morning. Welcome to JMC Study Hub, and I'm your mentor Kirti Khanna. And today, what we are going to do is very interesting. जो भी हमने अभी तक पढ़ा है, चाहे वो डिफेमेशन हो, चाहे वो प्रेस एंड रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ बुक्स एक्ट हो, चाहे वो आपके इनिशियल एक्ट्स हो, स्टार्टिंग के जो हमने जितने भी एक्ट्स पढ़े हैं अभी तक, उनका आज एक छोटा सा रिवीजन टेस्ट है, राइट? ये रिवीजन टेस्ट आपके 2 सेट्स में लिया जा रहा है. देन दिस इज द फर्स्ट सेट एंड अगेन इसके बाद हम दोबारा लेंगे जब हमारा दूसरा सेट एक्ट्स का खत्म होगा, राइट? So tighten your seat belts. We are about to take off with your first question on your screens. Section 499 of IPC contains liability, criminal liability of copyright, defamation, sedition, or contempt of court. Answer this question in your chat boxes. Very good. Monita, Abhishek, Priya. 3 more seconds left, student. Very good. So you all have answered this correctly. Section 499 of the IPC contains the criminal liability of defamation. Next time, rest of the students who didn't answer this question, be ready. The object of Press and Registrations of Books Act 1867 is merely to regulate blank or preservation of copies of books and newspapers. Printing presses, publishers, printers, authors. Very good, Jyoti. Abhishek, Monita, R. Tendral, Kumari Pushpanjali. Priya also answered this. So the correct answer is yes, it is printing presses. The object of Press and Registration of Books Act 1867 is merely to regulate printing presses or preservation of copies of books and newspapers. Okay, before we move to further questions, students, see, be careful if to whom you're answering, right? The civil law of defamation in India is based on, see, these are the questions that had already been asked. ये questions पहले भी पूछे जा चुके हैं. So the civil law of defamation in India is based on American common law, French common law, Russian common law, or English common law. Answer this. 2 more seconds left. Nobody has answered this question. Why? Very good, Monita, Abhishek, Jyoti. Good. So the correct answer is D, that is the civil law of defamation in India is based on the English common law. See, it is based on English common law. What is English common law? See this word common. Common means uniform in nature. Okay? And applicable to all. Right? So basically, this English common law was based for the kings. Right? So this is a system. This system of English common law is an unwritten practice of legal traditions, and the law was uniform and common to all kings. So defamation, who was prone to defamation at that time? जब यहाँ पे monarchy थी, या हम ये बात करें तो मोनार्की तो हालांकि अभी भी है, बट द किंग इज स्टिल द सुपीरियर, द किंग और द क्वीन इन इंग्लिश लैंड। तो वहां पर मानहानि के लिए कौन बहुत ज्यादा सबसे ज्यादा किसके लिए संभावना थी कि इनकी मानहानि हो सकती है? ऑब्वियस सी बात है, किंग्स और क्वींस की। यस, इसीलिए जनता की मानहानि हो सकती है सबसे ज्यादा। अभिषेक, मानहानि किसकी होगी? हु द पर्सन हु इज होल्डिंग अ पोजीशन एट दैट टाइम। आज की मत सोचिए, आप उस टाइम की सोचिए, राइट? तो उस टाइम पे जो इंग्लिश लैंड में जो सोसाइटी का स्ट्रक्चर है, बेसिकली इट इज द एलीट एंड देन चर्च एलीट एंड द पीजेंट्स। जैसे इंडिया में हमारे बहुत सारी क्लासेस हैं, सो वहां पर बेसिकली है चर्च, एलीट क्लास एंड द पीजेंट्स। ठीक है? So church and elite group was prone to defamation. By whom? By the peasants. Who are going to defame these two people or these two institutions? It is the peasants. तो इसीलिए जो इंग्लिश कॉमन लॉ है, ये किंग्स के लिए बेसिकली बना था। सो इज दिस क्लियर टू ऑल? मानहानि किसकी हो सकती है? राजा की हो सकती है। सो रिमेंबर दिस। यस, राइट? ओके, now let us move ahead to our next question. Working journalists have the right to form trade unions, defame anyone, spread rumors against celebrities, support unfriendly countries. See, when certain questions are there, good, Artendra was the first to answer, then Abhishek. Yes, Jyoti, Manju, Kumari Pushpanjali also answered this question, then Priya. Right. So the working journalists have the right to form trade unions. See, because all three, option B, option C, and option D are obviously they are not going to be the answer, because why journalist will be defaming anyone, why they will be spreading rumors against celebrities, why they will be supporting unfriendly countries. So obvious answer will be trade union. देखिए, while you are taking the exam, जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको सारे आंसर्स पता हो, तो आपको ट्रिक्स आनी चाहिए कि कैसे हमें बेस्ट ऑप्शंस को चुनना है। और यस यस, रेस्ट आर अनएथिकल इन नेचर। आपको एलिमिनेशन करना सीखना होगा, क्योंकि अब जो नेक्स्ट सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, ये तो आपका फर्स्ट राउंड था, जो सेकंड राउंड में आएगा उसमें हम इसी बार के यूजीसी नेट पैटर्न की तरह क्वेश्चंस frame रहेंगे। Like you have to make the best 3 options or best 4 options. This is what the UGC is testing nowadays, right? So you have to eliminate the unobvious answer and pick the obvious one or the nearest correct answer, right? So the working journalists have the right to form trade unions. The copyright day is observed on February 1, October 15, July 25, April 23. Quickly answer this. Very good, Rachna. Good, Priya. Yes, yes. So the April 23 is observed as World Book Day because 7 on this day. The statement is not defense in criminal proceeding against defamation. Interpretation, public approval, power, truth. Three seconds left, student. No, this is wait. This is basically A here. Okay. Now try to understand this question first. Blank of the statement is not a defense in क्रिमिनल प्रोसीडिंग अगेंस्ट डिफेमेशन। ठीक है, कि इसमें क्या पूछ रहा है कि आप अगर इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर, आपने जब डिफेमेशन पढ़ा होगा तो उसमें हमें किन 3 चीजों पे फोकस करना रहता है, या किन 3 चीजों से हमें छूट मिलती है एज अ जर्नलिस्ट, राइट? सो यहाँ पे अगर आप कोटेड स्टेटमेंट लिख रहे हैं then it is okay, but if you're doing interpretation of that statement, what the court said or what the victim said or the culprit said, right? So this is not going to work against defamation in a criminal proceeding. जो भी हुआ है उसको as it is लिखना है, इंटरप्रिटेशन हमें उसका बहुत ज्यादा नहीं करना है, because this is not our job, this is the court's job. So आप जब आप डिफेमेशन आप पढ़िए तो उसमें पब्लिक अप्रूवल, put each and every word in the blank space. Public approval of the statement is not a defense in a criminal proceeding against defamation. What is the need of public approval here? No need. Power of a statement. What is the meaning of power of a statement? Right? Truth of the statement is not defense. So truth तो वही तो कोर्ट सामने लाने की कोशिश कर रहा है criminal proceeding में. And why here they are specially saying criminal proceedings? Why not civil proceedings? See, in defamation we have 2 types of proceedings, na? Criminal and civil. Why here they're talking about criminal proceedings? Why not civil proceedings? Can anyone answer me this? Because the press or the journalist are more liable to the criminal proceedings, right? Is this clear, everyone? So this question is indirectly related to the press. Is this clear? Yes or no? Okay, let us move to another question. The operation of Article 19 of the Indian Constitution can be suspended under Article 358, Article 372, Article 378, Article 387. Good, Abhishek. Very good. See, Abhishek is the first to answer. Other people at least try. Good, good. Okay, Jyoti and Atendran. Very good. See, it is A. Yes, yes, yes. See, for emergency, we have Article 354, Article 356 and Article 358. ये इमरजेंसी के आपके 3 आर्टिकल्स हैं with the interval of 2, right? 354, 356, 358. So this article is for, this operates in the case of external emergency. What is external emergency? In case of war or external agitation. External emergency is war or external agitation or aggression. What is Article 372? So remember this thing, that operation of Article 19. What is Article 19? It falls under which category? Yes, freedom of speech and expression. Good. Right. So Article 372, this article is actually has emerged from the Government of India Act 1935. So this is basically the backbone of our Indian Constitution, and Article 372. The sole purpose of this article was to maintain or to ensure the continuity of the Indian Constitution's working or exercising the power, right? तो ये आर्टिकल 372 है. आर्टिकल 378 इज बेसिकली द प्रोविजंस एज टू पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशंस, कि जो पब्लिक सर्वेंट्स होते हैं उन तक कौन कौन से उनके लिए प्रोविजंस है, वो सारी चीज है, राइट. सो these were the three articles. Here you have to keep in mind article 358, which is related to emergency, and the article which are related to emergency are 354, 356, 358. Right. So from the next time it could be possible that in place of 8 here is 4. Then also this question will be only answered by article 354. Either it is 6 or 8. Is it clear to everyone? Yes? Okay. To avoid libel changes, a journalist should avoid confidential content in notes, should check all the resources carefully, should distinguish accuracy from truth, all of the above. Very good. Jyoti was the first to answer this time. Then Abhishek. Art Tendril also answered this. See, this is very obvious answer. So libel is the publication of writing, pictures, cartoons, and any other medium that exposes a person to public hatred, shame, disgrace, or ridicule, or induce an ill opinion of a person and are not true in nature. Right? So a journalist should avoid confidential content. राइट. आपकी जो संवेदनशील बातें हैं उनको आप ना लिखें. आप सारे जो भी सोर्सेस हैं आपके न्यूज के या इंफॉर्मेशन के, उन्हें थॉरली चेक करें, उनके साथ सावधानी बरतें, और क्या सही है और क्या सच्चाई है उसको थोड़ा सा अलग करके चलें. राइट. सो दीज आर all the things that a journalist should handle very carefully. Okay, next question. Section 292 of IPC prescribes punishment for copyright infringement, obscene publication, contempt of court, prejudices acts against national integration. Very good. Jyoti, Abhishek, Tendril. So the correct answer is B. The Section 292 of IPC prescribes punishment for obscene publication. See, students, I have given a very small trick to remember the obscene publication. There are two sections, right? From 290 to 294. Right? 292. It is obscene publication. Right? So obscene publication means, for example, take books. So the second letter of the alphabet is B, then it is books. Then what about spoken words in public area? It is 294, क्योंकि जो वर्ड की स्पेलिंग है वो 4 लेटर की है. क्लियर? सो जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने आंसर दिया है वेरी गुड, जिन्होंने नहीं दिया है वो याद कर लीजिए इसे. 292 एंड 294 डील विद द लॉ ऑफ ऑब्ससिनिटी. अश्लीलता का जो कानून है उससे वो डील करता है. वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड दिस. ओके. Censorship on newspaper was started in blank in 1795. Bombay, Calcutta, Puducherry, Madras. Good, Tendril. Good, Abhishek. Good, Jyoti. But The correct answer is D. How? The censorship on newspaper was introduced in Madras in 1795 because the East India Company started taking interest in the contents of the newspaper and imposed certain restrictions on it. At that time, the Madras Gazette was asked to submit all its content to be published for examination. See, let me just tell you one thing. Okay, so this is basically somewhere here is Madras, right? Chennai. Today is Chennai. East India Company came to Calcutta, right? In South India, there were not only one country or one company, there were French, there were Dutchess, right? So there were Portuguese. So what happened? Now East India Company started looking here like what they are publishing about us. ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी को लगा कि वो हमारे बारे में साउथ इंडिया में क्या पब्लिश कर रहे हैं, कहीं वो हमारे लिए हार्म तो नहीं है, या कहीं फ्रेंच उन पे कब्जा ना कर ले, या कहीं पर उन पे जो पोर्तुगीज है वो ना कब्जा कर ले। तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने सबसे पहले जो सेंसरशिप लगाई थी वो मद्रास में ही लगाई थी। Okay, where was the first printing press set and what was the purpose? Where was the first printing press set? Very good. Yes, it was in Goa. What was the purpose? What was the purpose? Yes, very good, Abhishek. Christian missionaries. Yes, it was set up by Christian missionaries for spreading the Christianity. Yes, yes. Right? So here they were interested in looking here because they want to capture all the India. They don't want to have a competition with the Portuguese or the Dutchess or the Frenchmen. See, right, today also you can see the influence of French food in the area of Puducherry, right? So that is why the censorship was imposed on newspapers in Madras. A blank is defamatory statement that is made verbally. Verbally, backbiting, misrepresentation, disparagement, slander. Very good. R. Tendril is the first to answer. Good, Abhishek. Okay. I got Jyoti's answer. Rachna also answered this. Right. So the correct answer is D. See, defamation. Slander is the word used to insult a person or to spoil the reputation of the person. See, defamatory, there are two kinds of defamation that we have studied. First is libel and the second is slander. Libel is the written, slander is the spoken. See, take this S and extend this in spoken. Easy to remember. If one is spoken, then the other will be obviously written. अगर एक को हम बोलने के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं तो दूसरे को obviously बात है written के लिए ही कहेंगे. So take this S and spoken. So spoken means made verbally. बोलकर. Right? Is this clear? The rights guaranteed under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution are available to corporate persons only, legal persons, Indian citizen only, non-Indians also. Very good, Abhishek, Arthendril, Jyoti. Yes. What about others? Rachna, Priya, Monita. So the correct answer, as you all have answered, is C. The right granted under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution is available to Indian citizens only. If you have decided to publish a paper, the first step would be to register it with the Registrar of Newspaper, Press Council of India, KUWJ, and Registrar General. Very good, Arthendral and Abhishek again. Very good, Jyoti. Correct answer is A, Registrar of Newspaper of India. Basically, this is known as RNI, right? The Office of Registrar of Newspapers for India, more popularly known as Registrar of Newspapers for India, is a government of Indian statutory body of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting for the registration of the publications such as newspaper, magazines. Who recommended this? RNI? Who recommended RNI? So it was established on 1st July 1956. First, I got an answer. Very good, Arthendral. 1st July 1956. Yes, First Press Commission recommended this. Yes. See, KUWJ is Kerala Union of Working Journalists. Kerala Union of Working Journalists. Right? Okay. Which article of the Constitution of India provides protection against arbitrary arrest or unlawful arrest? Article 14, Article 32, Article 22, Article 19. Good, Abhishek. Jyoti. Very good, Arthendral. So the correct answer is option C, right? Article 22 constituted within the right to freedom is one of the parts of the fundamental rights guaranteed under the Constitution. This article is covered in two major parts, right? So protection and right granted in case of arbitrary arrest, also known as punitive detention, and safeguard against preventive detention. See, now you have to not only remember particularly the Article 19, but the fundamental rights. Like from which article to which article it deals with right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation. Right? तो ये सारी चीजें आपको ये याद करनी है. Okay, so correct answer here is option C. According to Article 19, Clause 2 of Indian Constitution, the state can impose reasonable restrictions on the exercise of the freedom of expression and speech in the interest of public order, contempt of court, the security of state, all of the above. Very good. Arthendral is the first to answer. Then Abhishek, Jyoti. Jyoti, read the options again. All right. Rachna also answered this. Right. So the correct answer is D, all of the above. See, there are certain restrictions given in Article 19, Clause 2, where there are reasonable restrictions on the exercise of freedom of expression and speech. It is public order or You cannot degrade the friendly states and contempt of court and the security of states, right? So आपको इस आर्टिकल को बहुत डीप में पढ़ना है, जैसे हमने पढ़ा है at JMC Study Hub. All right, students, the state can impose reasonable restrictions on the freedom of speech and expression if it hampers friendly relations of India with other states, public order, decency or morality, or in relation to contempt of court, sovereignty and integrity of India. So is this clear to everyone? Okay, students, I hope you enjoyed today's session, and we will be coming up with next set of interesting questions at JMC Study Hub.